Hello friends, welcome to my channel Master the Monster. Equations. Do you think equations are pure mathematics? Then you're absolutely wrong. Equations are part of our daily life. We use equations in our daily life. We not only use them, we also need equations to solve many real life problems. Before learning equations in detail, subscribe to my channel so that you will enjoy learning maths. Okay, class 10 maths exercise 3.2 problem number 3. On comparing the ratios A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2, find out whether the pairs of equations are consistent or inconsistent. See, the problem number 2 and problem number 3 are the same. We are going to proceed the same steps of problem number 2, but the only difference is the conclusion. In problem number 2, we concluded about the nature of straight lines representing the equations. But in this problem, we are going to conclude about the consistency of the equations. That's the only difference. Other than that, all these steps are going to be the same. Okay, now here we are given some 5 pairs of equations. Let's sort out one by one. Okay, now let's consider the first subdivision. The equations are 3x plus 2y equal 5, 2x minus 3y equals 7. Now always I suggest you to convert the equation into its standard form. That is x term, y term and constant term all are on the same side. After that you write A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2. That is to be on the safer side. Okay, just convert the equation into standard form. After that you write the coefficients. That will always be safe. Okay. Okay, now we'll write A1 equal 3, B1 equal 2, C1 equal minus 5, A2 equal 2, B2 equal minus 3 and C2 equal minus 7. Start comparing the coefficients. A1 by A2 equal 3 by 2. The next ratio B1 by B2 equal 2 by minus 3. And the next ratio, we see that the first two ratios are not equal. But even then we'll find the third ratio also. C1 by C2 equal minus 5 by minus 7, that is just 5 by 7. So from the first two ratios itself we can conclude because they are not equal. We need not bother about the third ratio as they are not equal. In our last problem, previous problem, we have told that the lines intersect at a point. In this problem, it is about consistency, isn't it? So here I am going to say that the equations are consistent and they will have a unique solution. So all these conditions we have discussed in our previous videos. I have given the link of that video in the description box. Please go through it, right? Okay, now we'll move on to the second subdivision. The second subdivision also the equations are not in standard form. So I have brought them to the standard form by taking the constants to the other side, right? Okay, now we'll write A1 equal 2, B1 equal minus 3, C1 equal minus 8, A2 equal 4, B2 equal minus 6 and C2 equal minus 9. Now we'll find the first ratio, that is A1 by A2 equal 2 by 4, which is equal 1 by 2. And B1 by B2 is also equal minus 3 by minus 6, which again simplifies to 1 by 2. We see that the first two ratios are equal. Now we'll consider the third ratio, C1 by C2, that's equal minus 8 by minus 9, which is just 8 by 9, which gives us that the third ratio is not equal to the first two ratios. Therefore, our conclusion is the given pair of equations are inconsistent, that is, they have no solution. Let's move on to the third subdivision. The third subdivision, the equations are here and they are not in the standard form, so arrange them in the standard form. Then write the coefficients. The coefficients are A1 equal 3 by 2, B1 equal 5 by 3 and C1 equal minus 7. Similarly, A2 equal 9, B2 equal minus 10 and C2 equal minus 14. Now let's proceed to find the ratios. The first ratio is A1 by A2, which is equal to 3 by 2 by 9. So 2 comes to the denominator and totally this fraction simplifies to 1 by 6. Now we'll see what is B1 by B2. B1 by B2 is 5 by 3 divided by minus 10. Here 3 goes to the denominator and the fraction simplifies to minus 1 by 6. So here we see that the first two ratios are not equal. So the third ratio doesn't matter, but still we'll find it simply. So C1 by C2 equal minus 7 by minus 14, that simplifies to 1 by 2. So as the first two ratios itself is not equal, we conclude that the given pair of equations are consistent and they have an unique solution, right? Now we move on to the fourth subdivision. The equations are given here. Let me write them in the standard form and then write the coefficients A1, B1, C1 and A2, B2, C2. Now we'll find the ratios A1 by A2, which is 5 by minus 10, simplifies to minus 1 by 2. B1 by B2, minus 3 by 6, whose value is also minus 1 by 2. So we see that the first two ratios are same. Now we'll see what about the third ratio. The third ratio is C1 by C2 equal minus 11 by 22, and that's also equal minus 1 by 2. So as all the three ratios are equal, we conclude that the given pair of equations is consistent, but it has infinitely many solutions, right? Okay. Now we'll see the final pair of equations given. Let's first put them in the standard form. After that, we'll write the coefficients A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. Now we find the ratios A1 by A2. Here 3 will come to the denominator. So on simplification, we get 2 by 3. Then B1 by B2. So straight away we got 2 by 3. So first two ratios are equal. So the conclusion depends upon the third ratio now. C1 by C2 equal minus 8 by minus 12, that is again 2 by 3. So all the three ratios are equal. So just now we have seen that if all the three ratios are equal, then the given pair of equations is consistent and has infinitely many solutions. So this is how we conclude whether the given pair of equations have a solution or they don't have solution without actually solving them. We haven't solved them, but we have found whether they have solutions or not, isn't it? So just by comparing the ratios of the coefficients itself, we can conclude whether they have solution or not.